and we both feel that we went on a real arc over the 3 days that we were there, from learning new things like mindfulness. I mean, I had never tried that. I learned that I'm really competitive, like my raisin. I had to know which one was my raisin. And whilst that was funny to me, it was also really insightful, because that was something I was grappling with in terms of work. I've always been really proud of my work identity, and I was gradually facing while I was there that I really couldn't go back. What would that mean? Who would I be if I let go of that job that I had worked so hard to get? Um, and and I came away with a group of people who passionately supported me in leaving. They called themselves my cheerleaders, and I would get text messages after the break, at varying points when they knew that I had work meetings, and they helped me through something that was profoundly difficult to leave that job. It was really hard. And I used mindfulness before some of those hideous HR meetings to calm my anxiety, and I was really grateful for that as well, to be able to come away with that tool that could help me settle something that felt so awful. But knowing I wasn't alone, I mean, that's amazing. And it's still the case that all these years later, the list that I wrote in the final mindfulness session that we did, that was preparing us to leave, and to begin to think about and acknowledge where we had been, not only on the break but in our lives, where we'd then been in the break in that moment, and the letting go of each other, but what we would take forward and how we wanted to live. I touched in so deeply on that one of my things was that I wanted to write. I've never written anything. Having a book chapter published later this year, that's actually partly to do with the experience, but yeah, whatever. That I wanted to leave my job, which I did. That I wanted to return to working with children and young people, and that I was passionate about drama therapy and creativity, because when I was ill, I lost all creativity, and the minute it came back, that was a sign of me being well again. And so I've done a lot of soul searching and joyous findings out about what it means to be a drama therapist going forward, and working for myself in my own private practice, and that has been an amazing journey, which is ongoing. And I really, if I hadn't have been on a time to Retune break, I honestly have no idea where I would be or how we would be living. I can't even conceive of how awful it would be if we hadn't had that break. It was life-changing.